Thank you.
Thank you. Now I request.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Vinod Reddy. I reside at Jubilee Hills, Hyderabad. I'm a native of Nellore district. Finished my graduation in chemical engineering from University of Karnataka. Have been acknowledged by the State Congress Party and the All India Youth Congress. Have been given the wonderful opportunity to serve as Vice President of Andhra Pradesh Youth Congress. Initially, I would like to thank our Honorable President of All India Youth Congress, Shri Ashok Tanwarji, Shri Sudhakar Reddy ji, our Honorable Secretary of All India Congress Committee, all the distinguished honorable members on the stage, and my fellow Youth Congress colleagues. Youth, we are the hope of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and tomorrow belongs to us. We are the guardians of tomorrow. Going back to our days of freedom struggle, it was the youth of the country who actually came to the forefront, fiercely agitated, faced the wrath of the mighty empire, and filled the British jails. Shri Bhagat Singh, Shri Rajguru, Shri Sukhdev, Shri Bismil had the vigor of youth, the urge to sacrifice, the strength to stand up and face the bullets. It was the youth of the country who got the freedom to the forefront. We as youth should be dedicated towards social harmony, which can lead to progress and development. We as youth should play the catalytic role, undertake social mobilization to motivate the total change at grassroots level and organize the people to understand their issues concerning their day-to-day lives. Before entering into an organization, before trying to play a role in the organization, before trying to be a member of the organization, one should know the objective of the organization, what the organization stands for, and the reason for its incorporation. Youth Congress was formed with a clear motive of forming a base, a foundation, an army, a dynamic force, a political arena created responding to the aspirations of the youth. How do we justify, how do we satisfy ourselves as a member of Youth Congress? We have to organize the people towards the realization of the objective of the Congress Party. We must train them in their rights and duties of citizenship. We must enable them to contribute towards the realization of a socialist, secular, and democratic republic as envisaged by Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation. We must enable opportunities for the development of character, discipline, efficiency, knowledge, and above all, a spirit of service amongst the youth. We must impart training in public and political works in close association with the Congress Party. We must launch and implement political and all programs with the Congress Party. Time has come back to basics, ladies and gentlemen, the Indian National Congress. We have seen in the recent elections how the common man have removed this fascists, the BJP-led government, from the Indian landscape. We could see how pathetic a cadre of Shri A.P. Vajpayee ji, making silly phone calls to lure public for votes, achieving nothing but degrading himself from a top statesman to a top salesman. We have great opportunities. We have great achievers in our party. We have a great opportunity where we can learn, study, and be inspired of such great achievements from these great leaders. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to quote a very perfect example of what an achievement is, which took place in our recent elections, wherein our charismatic President of All India Congress Committee, Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji, made a clarion call to liberate the people of India from the shackles, from the clutches of the shameful, corrupt, communal BJP-led government and restore to the Congress Party its past glory. She said it and did it, and that is achievement. And we as youth should learn, study, and be inspired of such great achievements. Answering to a question on her entry into politics and her love for the nation, the great leader Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji said, "मुझे कोई राजनीतिक पोस्ट नहीं चाहिए, मैं इसलिए आया हूं कि आपकी तकलीफ मेरी तकलीफ है." I do not aspire to any position. I have joined politics to share people's problems. Expressing her love, her profound love for the nation, the great leader Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji said, "ये मेरी सुहागी देश है और आखिरी सांस तक रहेगा. मेरी मांग का सिंदूर इस देश का जमीन में मिला हुआ है. This is the country where I got married. Until my last breath, this will remain my country, ladies and gentlemen. It will remain my country." We have to play a very important role as members of Youth Congress to spread the message of the Congress to the common man. How do we play an important role in spreading this message to the common man? What is the Congress doing for the upliftment of all the sectors of the economy? What is the Congress doing for the Rozgar, for the Kisans and Khet Mazdoors across the country? Women, children, health, education, minorities, Dalits and Adivasis, food and nutrition insecurity. for the Panchayati Raj, for the defense, for the national security, for the foreign policy, for the police, for the judicial and the electoral reforms, for the industry, about the fiscal policy, ladies and gentlemen. I think I don't need to remind you that it is the Congress party which brought the very freedom to our nation, which abolished the zamindari. It is the Congress party which formed the very essence of our culture. It is the Congress party which provided an impetus for our independence movement, which built a modern, a self-reliant and a self-confident India from the past half a century, ladies and gentlemen. And at this point, at this juncture, I would like to make an appeal on behalf of Youth Congress. The time has come, time has clearly come, where we can re-establish our core values which made India unique. Time has come to rejoice in our diversities and reiterate our unities. Time has come to re-establish the rule of law and repair our secular fabric. Time has come to revive the economic growth, to reinvigorate agriculture, to reinforce social justice and equity, to re-inject clarity, transparency and consistency in governance, to rekindle the flame of all-inclusive, composite pluralistic nationalism. And above all these factors, ladies and gentlemen, time has come to reject the forces of bigotry and divisiveness and reinvent the politics as an instrument of social change based on conscience, competence, compassion and commitment, ladies and gentlemen, commitment. I think I have taken too much time, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to give my personal advice to my members, to my colleagues of Youth Congress, that we have to always go forward in trying to face the hurdles, the obstacles which we are going to face on our way to achieve a goal. I would like to quote a very beautiful example which took place during the sporting days, during the schooling days of Shri late Rajiv Gandhi ji, who got fractured, who got his hand fractured and wrote back to his mother, the great lady, Srimati Indira Gandhi ji, that I am hurt, Mom. My hand is fractured, I'm demoralized by my fellow students. The great mother, the great leader, Srimati Indira Gandhi ji, wrote back to her son, Rajiv, one must not be afraid of being hurt. The world is full of all kinds of hurts, and it is only by facing them you become strong and hardy. Many great riders have had falls from their horses, just as first-class skiers have broken their bones at one time or another. It is a price one has to pay, and it is well worth paying it. There are millions of people in this world, but most of them just drift along, afraid of death, and even more, afraid of life, ladies and gentlemen, afraid of life. I think I have taken too much of time, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to end my speech by once again thanking our Honorable President of All India Youth Congress, Shri Ashok Tanwarji, our Honorable Secretary of All India Congress Committee, Shri P. Sudhakar Reddy Garu, our Honorable distinguished guests on the stage, our Honorable members, colleagues, friends, for giving me an opportunity to serve on the dais. But before leaving the podium, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a final statement. The Congress, the Indian National Congress, is not merely a political party as thought elsewhere in the world. It continues to be a movement on behalf of my President of All India Youth Congress, Shri Ashok Tanwarji. We hereby take the oath that Youth Congress will play a major role in this movement today, tomorrow, and for the days to come, ladies and gentlemen, for the days to come. Thank you. Jai Congress. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Vinod, for your inspiring and very lively and energetic speech. I hope this is required from our other delegates also. You need to speak with your heart, with your mind, and with your emotions. Thank you very much, Vinod, for your lively speech.